Amazing audience, we are live, we are live, we are live. We are currently at Venture X Galleria and we're about to have fun with Scott Schilling. Scott, how are you doing, my friend?
Fabulous. Thank you for the opportunity.
It's a pleasure to connect with you, my friend. Wow. So I remember when we spoke about a few things, the podcast one. We spoke as well, it was what you do. I love the earliest childhood memory and how that worked out. And as well, I was telling you before the song, right, that you chose. Right. Interestingly, before you, if you look at the conversations, you'll see where Jack Hobbs chose your song, right? It was fascinating. But this conversation gives us an opportunity to do an update.
Right.
Yeah, so an update as to what's going on in your world, what's new. Please do that.
Well, we've launched since our conversation U+1.com. U+1 is really a worldwide community, a worldwide movement that's committed to moments and memories, not just stuff and status. Too often we get lost into the pursuit of stuff, and we really miss what life's all about. And so U+1 is, how can we be your +1? That could be spiritually, that could be professionally, personally, socially, physically, along all areas of life. Your +1 always has a name. So again, we tend to look at professionally, that name is mentor. Well, personally, it's a teacher. Spiritually, it's a disciple. Financially, an advisor. The point is, we always have the ability to be somebody's +1 in some area of life. The question is, do we slow down long enough to be their +1 when they really need it?
That's amazing. Where did the idea for U+1 come from?
Well, we were at an event, a partner and I, and he went because I went, and I went because he went. And something happened at the event that was we felt pretty out of integrity, and it kind of upset us both, so we walked out and we said, isn't this a shame? We have all these opportunities as speakers, trainers, authors, coaches to serve so many people, and yet somebody does something like that and taints an audience that speakers and trainers are greedy and only about themselves. And that's typically the other side, right? We're not like that. And he said, yeah, I came here as your +1, you're my +1. And I said, I know, two telling two, 32 times covers everybody on the planet, but nobody wants to start with just one. And he said, well, yeah, it's nothing more than you +1. And as soon as he said it, there was this God shot, this boom. And I said, hold on. And he said, what? And I ran downstairs, we were on the second floor, ran down into the lobby to the hotel computer, went to GoDaddy, bought U+1.com, and I came up and I said, that's it. You and I are starting a worldwide community, a worldwide movement about caring for people one at a time. We're going to start with U+1.
I love that. How do you spell U+1 to access it on the website?
YOU,
right.
PLUS, the number one. .com.
Love it.
U+1.com.
Love it. That resonates very highly with me in terms of what I've accomplished with my 1001 goal in 90 days. So I really love that. So I'll test it, right?
Yeah.
I'll test it. I'll see the model. So the model gives me the opportunity, as you said, to book myself at a discounted rate. Is that correct?
As far as the travel club?
The traveling.
Yeah, the travel club. So one of the things that happened as soon as we launched U+1, then companies started coming to us because they loved the idea of our desire to serve other people. So one of the things that we've launched is the U+1 Travel Club, U+1travelclub.com, and what it is wholesale hotel accommodations, resort stays, cruises, car rentals, and activities. And so again, as your +1, we want to give you a membership so that you can do more work as you travel around. Yeah, you'll be able to go to U+1.com, book hotel reservations at a significantly reduced rate.
That's amazing.
Saved money is made money, right? If you save money, you can now take that money and allocate it elsewhere. As entrepreneurs, as speakers, trainers, authors, coaches, there's only so many dollars. well, if we can take those dollars,
only so
and
many shillings.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If we can make them go further, that means we can touch more lives, and that's what I think. Sometimes people, I've gotten the question even from friends, why are you getting into the travel business or whatever? We're not really getting into the travel business. We're still in the helping people business.
It's a facet. I love it.
And people love travel, and people in our industry especially need to travel. So if we can help you save money so you can reallocate that money elsewhere, we've accomplished something to help you with your mission. We've become your plus one.
I love it. I love it. I said I love it. That's beautiful. Now, one of the segments we cover is your own unique reel shoes, or your own unique reel sandals, right? Give me an example of some of the shoes you've worn between 1 to 12 years old.
Well, let's see. I was an athlete, so I wore baseball shoes, football shoes, basketball shoes.
Yeah.
I did a lot of different things as a kid. But it's funny, I guess I'm that old, that we used to do all those things back then. Now kids tend to sit and look at a video game.
Yeah, right here. Yeah.
We didn't video game. We're lucky we had TV. No, I'm not that old. I mean, the fact is, the shoes that I wore early in my life were a lot of team sports, which is why I feel very blessed to have been involved in so many team activities. And I think it carries over, even back to the last question. Why would you want to help me with my travel? Well, I think people are cynical if they've never been involved in teams. See, when you're a team, that's what you do, is you help other people.
Yeah.
And I think, unfortunately, that's one of the things kind of being lost. People are being brought up as such individuals today that they kind of lose the attitude. They don't lose it. They've never been taught it.
Yeah.
So if we can help them learn how to be a good teammate, a lot of good things can happen out of that.
What about 12 to 24? What were you wearing then?
Well, 12 to 24, I played 5 sports. I ended up going off to the University of Iowa. Go Hawkeyes.
All right, there we go.
Probably no Hawkeyes listening right now. But got to go to the University of Iowa, play football, and started my professional selling career at the age of 18, all at the same time.
Wow.
The reason I became a licensed life insurance agent at 18 is I was going to come out of school with a degree, but what was going to make me different than anybody else? Personal face-to-face communication ability. And so I got that opportunity to work with people at a young age and play a team sport I played for Coach Hayden Fry, which is probably the best college coach ever.
Yeah.
I mean, just an amazing man. I learned so many lessons from him from that side, and go to school all at the same time. Just an amazing opportunity.
And what about after 24? What are you wearing then?
Well, gosh, I've been very blessed. I started in corporate America, had my 13-year stint in corporate, got into consulting. I've been a professional speaker for 15 years now.
Did a ton of speaking.
Over 2,000 events.
Yeah.
Been very fortunate to travel the country and the world speaking, training, helping others, really seeing what's important in life.
Yeah.
Had a near-death experience, lived through that. I'm an overachiever.
Yeah.
And again, after you go through something like that, it's a constant learning path. So the thing that people say when you get older is hopefully you've gained some wisdom. Hopefully I've gained some wisdom across the years.
I believe you have.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, but I think it's part of that is earned over time. You know, wisdom is simply being observant, taking in the information, testing what you've learned, and, you know,
continuing
to modify and get better. I'm not done learning. I still got a lot to learn.
Yeah, not until you stop breathing. I totally agree. You just keep learning. That's amazing. Do you have any regrets when you look back from that time to now?
Not so much regrets, because there's nothing I can do about the past. Would I have done things differently? There's a ton of things that I would have done differently. But again, you can't. I think if you regret, you really hold a bunch of negative energy. Again, I completely severed my Achilles tendon. Would I have wished that I wouldn't have done that? Yeah, it was painful. It was a terrible situation, but I learned a lot of lessons. I got divorced from my kid's mom. You know, it's a terrible situation. You know, but my life got better because of it, because I invested more in learning how to have relationships. Like I said, I had a near-death experience. I would prefer not to have it.
I would guess so.
But the point is, I don't regret it, because what it did is it gave me a new foundation of information, right? It gave me a new understanding of what's really important in life. And we're at a point where people they don't delay gratification very well anymore.
Yeah.
You know, everything is so immediate.
But it is important.
It is important to delay gratification. So anyway, I don't necessarily have regrets. There's a lot of stuff that on one side I would change, but on the other side, I wouldn't be who I am today if I changed all those things.
I love that. What are you most excited about right now?
You know, I'm really excited about U+1 and our mission to create a community and a movement of people who care. We want to create a movement of people who care about each other, care for each other, support each other in realizing their dreams. Take the wisdom that we've gained by being here a few years more than other people and invest back into people to help them realize their dreams. The only thing that I've ever really wanted is somebody to believe in me as much as I have believed in others. And I think if we can create a community of people who believe in each other, who care about each other, who invest in each other, I think we'll really make a positive impact on the world. Quite frankly, it's what the EBC is all about.
Big up to the EBC.
Yeah, big up to the EBC. It's all about creating 1.2 billion people and creating a tipping point to make the world a kinder, gentler place. You know, I said to a friend one time, can't we all just get along? And he said, no, we're not built that way. And I said, man, that's a really cynical attitude. I think we can.
I believe we can.
I think we're both people,
yeah.
Right? I think as long as there are people, we can get along.
I love that. When you heard that this guy, in fact, before I even do that, what are you most excited about right now?
Well, again,
U+1.
U+1. Well, it's really,
it was like a test by. Let me test him one more time.
That's right. Well, no, but it's not about U+1 for us.
Yeah, but it's to
about
see other
getting
people.
the concept out. Somebody said to me the other day, "This sounds like pay it forward," and I said, you know what? I guess it kind of is. But pay it forward was a great movement for a period of time. But guess what happened? When people stopped paying attention to it or stopped growing the awareness of it, it kind of subsided a little bit. Treating people with dignity, honor, and respect should never subside. There's no particular reason that we shouldn't honor other people, respect other people, you know, give dignity to other people. You know, Aretha Franklin just passed the other day, and her song, RESPECT, respect.
I know what it means to me. Love it.
That's right. So that's what I'm excited about, is how can we if it's pay it forward, it's pay it forward. If it's U+1, it's U+1. If it's how do we get dignity, honor, and respect back in daily conversation?
I love it. I love that. I love that. Recorded. When you heard that this guy from the Caribbean was coming, what did you think?
I thought it was ambitious and really cool.
Yeah.
I really did. It was like, I wish we would have had Travel Club
Before, like to the beginning, yeah.
at the
I was
beginning.
like, yeah, I wish we had that too.
But the point is, we got it now,
Yeah,
so
which
we
is
can do
good.
something from here. But again, not for us, but for you, because I think what you're doing is great work from the standpoint of what a great dream, what a great vision. This is what I'm talking about. You've got a desire to do better. I'm sure there are people going, who does he think he is? Why do they think they're special? Who, you know, the haters,
Yeah, the haters, yeah.
right? I'm sure there are people going, why do you think that you are entitled to do this? The point is, you're not entitled to do it.
Yeah.
You've taken the action to
Yeah.
do it. You've had the courage to do it. And so when I heard it, it's like, how can I serve you so that you can serve more?
Yeah. I appreciate that. The team.
Yeah, it's the team
I love
approach,
that.
right?
I love that. Well, Scott.
EBC team. Right?
Yeah, the
Another
EBC,
props.
yeah. I mean, like that. I mean, well, so the EBC did an amazing thing. So I was at one of the members' home twice over, if I'm not mistaken, and it's been life changing. So first up was in Florida, Orlando. Names are slipping me right now. Please forgive me. Where Ryan and was there when we stayed there over.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Inez Bracy, and then
Yeah.
Jean K in
Right.
in Vancouver. It was amazing, life changing. Yeah. So I mean, it's one thing to get into the hotel spaces, but to have the opportunity to have a great conversation has been amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
so
absolutely.
it's been amazing. So I appreciate that. In closing, my friend, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
You know, just I think your work and what you're doing is tremendously admirable. Thank you for the opportunity to come and
welcome.
share with you. But again, if we can share a message of how can I become your +1? How can other people become other people's +1? How can we create a community, or not how, let's just create a community of people that care, that return respect, dignity, and honor to each other, and do what we can do to lift each other up. Nobody's dream is too big or too crazy. It's their dream.
Yeah.
What can we do to help them accomplish their dream? When we help them accomplish their dream, I'm pretty sure some dreams of your own are going to be
Well, we said
accomplished.
that. Do you remember we said that when we spoke? We said Zig Ziglar, yeah?
Right.
Help enough other people get what they want, you will get what you want.
Exactly. I come out of the Zig camp.
Yeah.
That was the first quote that really changed my life.
You said that, yeah. I remember that. Yeah, it's amazing how these things connect, yeah? And it's definitely changed my life. Scott, this has been a great pleasure. I thank you for being on 12-minute Convos with Angel Jones. Did you have fun?
I had a great time.
High five me.
All right. Now we got to meet in the Caribbean.
Yeah, definitely. Please, let's do that.